Got this. Welcome to the first episode of the Salon Beauty channel. Why we created this channel was to inspire our community and connect and give health and beauty tips, and also interview influencers around our world. Before I introduce my team, I would like to tell you a little bit about my why in the beauty industry. And my why is to create. Over the last 20 years, I've created many looks and styles from behind the chair for my guests. My why has evolved into creating a community of like-minded professionals. I believe in finding other people's why and their purpose and their passion and growing them. We have accomplished so much in such little time. So let me introduce the team. A new face that is new to our team is Aurora Morton. She is our new salon assistant working on becoming into our academy. Aurora, would you like to tell us your why?
My why is I feel like self-confidence is really important. And if your hair doesn't look good, or you don't think your makeup looks good, you might not have the right self-motivation. And so I know personally for me, just redoing my hair, doing my makeup makes me feel really good. So I wanted to help people boost their self-confidence. And a big thing for me is I never wanted to go to work and hate my job. I want to wake up and be excited. And doing hair is something that I really enjoy doing.
We're excited to have you join the team. Very cool. And the rest of the team, I believe we're going to start with Brittany Hunzinger.
So my why is I started pageants at an early age. I liked being in the spotlight and doing makeup and getting all glammed up. I just liked the feeling of that. It just gave me a lot of confidence. I developed trichotillomania when I was 8 years old, where I pull my hair out. That took a really big blunder on my self-confidence because I was pulling out my eyelashes. So the kids at school started noticing. So my mom taught me how to start adding black eyeliner to my eyes to disguise it. So I started playing with makeup when I was 8 years old. And then that just developed my love for doing makeup and making people feel beautiful. So I had a couple incidences when I went into the salons where people would be like, oh my gosh, did you know that you have bald spots in your head? I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. But I was too ashamed to tell them why I had bald spots. I'd make up excuses like, I got in a car accident, which I did, but I said that that's the reason why. Or for my eyelashes, I said that I pulled them out with the eyelash curlers, stuff like that. So I just never wanted anyone to feel the way that I did. So I eventually got into the hair and makeup industry to make people like me feel better about themselves. And yeah, that's why I'm here.
That's awesome.
All right, my why. So I feel like I have a lot of reasons why. And so I just share my story of my hair journey to kind of explain them better. Growing up, I always saw hairdressers as these amazing movie star people. I kind of saw the job as unattainable until when I was in high school. I was down in Georgia visiting my old hairdresser. I was 11 until 14, and that I was interested in going into the industry. He was instantly so supportive, which meant a lot because he was a really big influence. And he was just like, yeah, you need to go ahead and get into a salon to volunteer so you feel like that environment, and then go on and try to get into a Paul Mitchell school. So because of my goal, I went over to my stylist in Tennessee and was like, hey, can I come hang out at the salon with you? And she made that happen for me, talked with her boss, and her name was Candace, and she was super influential on me too. She was always just a really positive person in my life, and she really nurtured my journey into school. And then once I got to school, all the teachers there were amazing, but there was one person in particular named Chelsea who went above and beyond for all of us. She was there for us academically and emotionally, no matter what we were going through. And so she helped guide me through the journey of school and just really helped push to strive to be the best. And so I guess my why is I want to be those people. I want to be a Michael, a Candace, a Chelsea, a Scott, and help lift other people up in the industry, help be supportive of my clients, and then just support my peers. And make life better for everyone while getting to do my craft and making people beautiful. Yeah, so that's my why.
So my why is kind of weird because I never knew that I actually wanted to do hair. It just kind of all happened. My senior year, I was working at a tanning salon, and I kind of just abruptly quit all of a sudden and realized that like I still wanted to stay in kind of the beauty industry. I know tanning's not like super beauty, but like I wanted to stay in that kind of industry. And so I literally went and applied at every single salon in Fairbanks, like the one chair booth rental places. Like I was like, please just somebody get me introduced to hair. And then I started working at Salon, and they more turned into like the family type. And so that is kind of what intrigued me about everything. And then I started assisting and just talking to clients a lot more. And then I slowly realized that like that is what I want to do, and there's nothing else that I would rather do. And then my mom pointed out actually like 2 weeks ago that there are pictures of me as a kid, like sitting on the back of the couch, curling my mom's hair, my sister's hair, braiding hair, just constantly like doing stuff with the beauty industry. So I think maybe down low, I always knew that that's what I wanted to do. And I just got put on this path. And so my why is like, I do it for my clients to make them feel beautiful and to get into the industry with all the people around it. So it's not just about the clients, it's about the people I work with.
Now that we know the team and we know our whys, we're going to introduce our interviewer, our interviewee, Olivia Hames. She's a very talented photographer that we've been working with for a few years now, and we're very blessed to create looks for her weekly. The girls love working with her, and I've personally watched my team evolve over the last year by going to her studio and preparing her guests. And I truly appreciate her because she has done so much for my staff and really opened them up to the opportunities and given them so much confidence and just made them feel and look beautiful. Olivia, how are you doing?
Good. And it's funny that you say that too, because I feel like you guys have actually done so much for me. So that's really sweet to hear, because I feel like I'm the one that is getting all of the benefits here because I get to work with you guys, and your mission just completely aligns perfectly with mine, just wanting to make people feel and look beautiful.
That's awesome. So I guess my first question would be, tell us your story. What got you into photography?
So it's kind of a long, weird story. I was never like just straight into photography or anything like that. I have a different background than I would say a lot of photographers. I was actually in the military for almost 8 years. I went to basic training the day after I graduated high school. And then I went to college, and I have a degree in criminal justice. So I ended up getting out of the military about a year and a half ago, and I was actually going back to school for my master's degree at the time. And to be honest, I have always been into photography, and I had done boudoir photo shoots for friends of mine before, just because they know I love photography and they wanted something to give to their significant others. So I would actually like do their hair and makeup and take pictures of them. And I feel like I owe them a reshoot because I was not very good at the time. But maybe one of these days we'll get them in again. But yeah, so I was going back to school for my master's degree, and I had just gotten out of the Army. And I just woke up one day and I was like, I got out of the Army so I could do something I'm passionate about and take control of my life and have my own schedule and do what I love and feel passionate about. And so that day I just decided kind of on a whim that I wanted to do boudoir photography full time. And I started my business that day. I was in Alabama at the time. I got an Alabama business license, and I started my business that day. It has been a roller coaster ever since then. I've had quite a few awesome mentors in the boudoir industry to kind of guide me along the way. But very long story, kind of short, that's how I got started. Just something I'd been doing on the side in the military. And then I just said, F it one day and went for it.
Yeah, well, we're really blessed that you did. The things that you create are, and I feel like you said you've been doing photography for how long?
I have probably had a camera at my hip since I was like 10 years old, whether it was like a video camera, like the big camcorder ones, or just like a cheap camera. I would always, like I said, I would do and I'm not nearly on the level as you guys, but I would do my friend's hair and makeup. Again, I feel like I would need to redo all of this, but I would do their hair and makeup, and I would make them model for me. Even growing up, when it was just the disposable cameras, I would dress up like my American Girl dolls and pose them. That sounds super weird. I promise I'm not creepy.
Well, that's awesome. I could totally see the evolution of your work over even the last year. Like every time your shoots are just looking more crisp, and the lighting and
Oh, thank you.
what you bring out in women are just incredible. I'm gonna swing it on over to Brittany and let her ask you a question.
All right. So I want to know, how has COVID-19 impacted your business?
Oh gosh, it has completely impacted my business, just for the simple fact that I can't do photography right now. As you know, my business is done in our home. I have an in-home studio. We completely converted our basement into a studio for myself. And before the health mandate was pushed out, I decided not to do sessions anymore, just because my significant other has multiple sclerosis, and we just didn't want to have an increase of foot traffic in our home. So I started rescheduling sessions, and then ever since then I've just had to completely not cancel, because we're going to get everyone rescheduled, but it's hard because we don't even know when we're going to be able to open up yet. So basically I'm not working until further notice, which is really, really hard, but making it work.
That's good. All right. Well, the next question I have is, what's the best Alaskan adventure you've been on since you've been here?
Ooh, there's a lot, to be honest. I'm a pretty outdoorsy person, and last summer when we moved here, it was kind of hard just because I didn't know a lot of places to go or do things. But I would say the best things I've done so far, probably Angel Rocks hiking. I love hiking, and that view at the top is so freaking beautiful. And then probably Denali. We took my Jeep there last summer with my parents, and there's like tree scratches all over the side of it now, unfortunately. But we went on like the ATV trails with it, and it was so much fun. So I can't wait till this summer. Hopefully we can get out and do some more stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hand it off over to Annika.
All right. I wrote them down. Okay. So the first question I was going to ask, we get our clients always asking how we got involved with you and, how we work with you. So I was thinking if you want to share your journey of connecting with us and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of stalked all of you on Instagram when I was still in Alabama and coming up here. And it's so funny because I messaged all of you. I was really looking for not only a hair and makeup artist, hopefully a team, which, thankfully I found, but people who share my same vision. A big part of boudoir photography for me is not the photos themselves, but it's the journey of the photo shoot and the actual process of these women going through a confidence building experience. And for me, it's so much more of an experience than it is a photo shoot. When you leave, I want you to feel like you're on top of the world, that you're incredible, and I want you to have a new appreciation for your body and for yourself. And so after talking to all of you, and after I moved up here, I actually met with Riley in person. And I just chatted with her at Starbucks for like 2 hours. And I talked about her vision, what she wants to do in life, and what the team at Salon is like and everything. And the way that you guys go about business and hair and makeup, again, is more than just hair and makeup. You're truly doing it because you want people to feel beautiful about themselves and have a new outlook on who they are. And so that was a huge reason why I feel like I found my team essentially when I found you guys, because not only are you great at what you do professionally, but personally, your values and morals just really aligned with mine.
Perfect. And we love working with you. We all love going out there. It's a fun change of environment too, to get out there and the transition from when they walk in the door to when they're leaving, or like the transition just from getting their hair and makeup done and then they're about to try on the lingerie, that excitement you see. It's so fun to see people go through that journey with you. So yeah. But all right, second question is, who are you looking for in a client?
Oh gosh. I would say it's actually kind of funny you asked that question because I had a post kind of like this on my Instagram today. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm looking for anyone because I'm just kind of open to whoever wants to experience this journey with me. But I will say if someone's looking to just get photos for their significant other as like a gift, I'm probably not their girl because I'm looking for someone, and I hope someone's looking for me because they want more out of this experience. They want to build their confidence and their self-esteem and have a new outlook for themselves. So I would say I'm looking for people and wanting to work with people that want more in their life, that want to feel more and experience more and feel better about themselves. So again, if they're looking just for pretty pictures, I mean, I can do that, but I want them to want more out of their time with me.
Yeah, definitely all about empowering for taking over your body rather than just giving it as a gift. Love
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
All right. We can't hear you.
Want to throw it on over to Riley? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I'll throw it down to Riley. Riley, let me unmute you.
Okay. We're going to change up the pace, Olivia. And how are you supporting local during everything being shut down right now? Because I know that you're a big advocate for local businesses, small shops, and all that. So what are you kind of doing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good question. I think the most important thing right now, if you can't monetarily help businesses, which we went out to eat a lot, but now it's kind of become our excuse to go out to eat is, oh, we're supporting local businesses. Let's go get dinner somewhere else, and then like run in, grab it, run out. So that's definitely one way, which is not good for the waistline, but whatever, right? And then another way, honestly, again, outside of supporting businesses monetarily with money, a big thing for everyone and what I believe in is leaving kind reviews and sharing their posts and just really supporting them on social media and digitally, because that means so much. People, myself included, when I'm looking at going somewhere and supporting someone or testing out a new business, I always look at reviews and I always look at posts on their page. Are they active? Are they sharing? What do they have to offer, and what do other people think about it? So I think it's super important to do those things. And so even 2 weeks ago, after all of this happened, I had realized that I had gone to probably like 5 or 6 places frequently in Fairbanks that I absolutely love, and I had been slacking on leaving reviews just because life gets busy, you don't really think about it. And so that day I went on and I left reviews for all the businesses in Fairbanks that I love and I use, and then I tagged them on my Instagram post just as a nice little way of saying thank you for what you do and I love your business. So for me personally, that's what I'm doing. And if anyone's watching this and wants to do it too, I definitely suggest it, because whatever your favorite place is in Fairbanks, it means the world to a small business owner, any small business owner, to know like, hey, this person likes what we're doing,
For sure. I totally agree with that. Reviews and active on social media mean everything, because that's definitely how we pick where we go now. Just because I love you guys, you and Mason, how are you guys staying busy other than annoying him? Because that video is on me. I hope we can add it to this. Olivia went into his room and scared him like 400 times in one day, and it was the best.
I did do that. He was getting kind of upset at the end. But the funny part is I usually will like scare him and pop into the office when he's playing video games, like probably once a week, just because I'm that annoying person. So in one day when we were stuck at home, I just made it my mission to videotape me scaring him. And then I put it in the little video and put it on my Facebook. It's on TikTok too. But yeah, other than me scaring him, which I'm still keeping up on, we are watching a lot of Netflix. I actually did a video downstairs of my little studio, so I'm doing some like video stuff just to keep myself professionally busy too. But personally, we were just like binge watching Netflix shows. We did a deep clean of our house yesterday. That's basically it, to be honest. We're kind of boring.
It's okay.
Thanks.
Awesome. Great questions. I'm going to throw it down to Aurora. There you go.
So I totally did look at your Instagram, all through your photos and stuff
Oh,
yesterday, and they are beautiful.
thank you.
So my questions for you, what were your biggest struggles to start your business?
Oh gosh. Let's see. I guess I would say two biggest things would be believing in myself and not comparing my starting of my photography journey to everyone else's that had been in business for years. It is really hard to start something and not be like, why am I not here yet? Why do my photos not look like this? Why am I not at this level that I see someone else at? Because I'm just very hard on myself to begin with, and I want to be the best of the best. So that was really hard, just taking a step back and telling myself, like, calm the hell out, because, you know, to put it simply, like, chill out, because I just started. And my boyfriend would always remind me, like, you've been doing this for 2 months and you're doing really well. Like, just chill out. So that was one of the biggest things. And then the second one would probably just be valuing myself, because I feel like no matter what business you're in, it's always hard to value your work and be like, people want this, they're going to value this, they're going to want to experience it. And so it's really hard just kind of believing in yourself, to be honest. So it's been a long, hard journey, and sometimes I still doubt myself, but it's gotten better. And yeah.
All right. I can totally relate though with, doing hair. I feel like I should be somewhere, and I'm not there. So I can relate to that.
You're gonna get there. Everyone has a beginning.
So my second question is, what goals or dreams do you still have?
Let's see. I would say owning a gigantic studio would be like my biggest dream right now. I never thought I would have like an in-home studio. And when we moved up here, I actually looked at a bunch of different places in town to rent or potentially to buy. And I just didn't love everything, especially because with boudoir, it's such an intimate thing that you can't really have like a ground level studio with like big open windows or something, because you don't want to compromise your client's privacy. And so it worked out great that our home it's split level, so the bottom level we use as our in-home studio, and it's completely private, which I love. No one's gonna be walking up to a window trying to peek in, see what this business is or what's happening. So I'm still on the hunt for my dream studio here in Fairbanks, but I haven't found one that I've found a lot of gorgeous places, but they're just not private enough to where I'd feel comfortable having, a pretty much nude client like walking around in. So that'd probably be my biggest dream, just a very long road to get to that answer. But to have a big, gigantic studio, I always pictured working in like downtown Denver with like huge windows and like, I don't know, just like really pretty and gigantic. So that's like my long-term goal right now, is just to have my own place where I can, our home is just our home, and then my studio and work is just my studio and work.
Awesome. I'm unmuting, muting people. I'm working Zoom for the first time here. Great. Those were some really wonderful questions. I was going to flip it. Olivia, do you have any questions for the girls? I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but I wanted to put them on the spot. That'd be fun.
Oh. Let me see. Let me think for a second. I am on the spot. I'm not good with questions on the spot.
Okay. While you think about that, I'm going to plug all-in-one milk. So what we're doing with this product, this is a great product that Daviness has for, we have in the salon. It's great for shine, frizz control, slight hold, moisture, UV protection, heat protection. And we're going to be giving it away to a random person who likes our video and shares this video on Facebook. They can find us at Salon Studio Facebook page and Instagram, or at salonstudio.com. And Olivia, where can we find and follow you?
Oh, I am on Instagram and Facebook. You just have to type in Olivia Yvonne Studios and I should pop up. Otherwise, if you guys already follow Salon Studio, which you should be if you're watching this, I know you guys share my content a lot. So thank you for sharing as always, but that's definitely another way to easily find me. So awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Well, did you have any questions that randomly pop up for any of the girls here?
I guess my question would be, what are your guys' long-term goals or even short-term goals? What is next on your professional bucket list? What is like a dream thing that you want to do? And are you planning on staying in Fairbanks? Because I need to know that we can keep working together.
Start with Brittany up top.
So I would like to take a professional makeup class. I've only done just a quick one when we were in California last year. So yeah, I want to do like a full hands-on course. I know that they have some that are a few weeks long in the lower 48 that we can do. So yeah.
That would be awesome.
We'll send it down to Annika.
On my screen, I'm like up here, so
I feel like down here for me.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. It doesn't matter where
With
we are.
Annika.
Anyways, I've got a couple goals career-wise. Like right now, I'm going through the leadership program with Salon Cadence. So working through that, it's I think like a year long. So get through that. I've also been interested in educating through Davin, which is the one we use. They've got a lot of career options. So something like that, and then just continue entering in NAHA. It'd be amazing if I could win some year, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. So I think those are just a few of the goals, just working towards those.
Awesome. Oop, what was
Sorry.
that last part?
I am staying in Fairbanks. I have no desire to leave. So
Good.
yes.
All right, throw it over to Riley.
I would probably, my short-term goals are just to become better at my job, to just never stop growing my education. And my long-term goals, and fortunately I don't see myself being in Fairbanks in like 10 years. But that's way down the road. But my long-term goal is to open up my own nonprofit for domestic violence victims, and just have like a whole system there full of counselors, nurses, people that get you ready for jobs, and then have like a mini salon in there so that I can help like get people ready to go back into society, to show them like you can survive without that person in your life, because that's a really huge thing where people feel like they don't have an escape route from it, where they feel like they can't survive without them. So to kind of be that person for them to realize that they can, and do that down in the lower 48. Up here in Fairbanks, luckily we have a lot of resources like that already, and so I want to go somewhere where I can help where they don't have as many resources.
That's awesome. That's why I love working with everybody. Everybody's so passion, purpose driven. Let's throw it down to Aurora. Aurora.
So first thing first for me is just as simple as, starting the journey of finishing my hours and getting my license and all of that. And another big thing for me is I want to do the rehabilitation of marine animals. So it'd be kind of like my side job, other than in the salon, because I love the ocean. So no, I don't plan on being in Fairbanks for forever. But for a good 5-10 years, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And I'm not going anywhere. I love Fairbanks. I've been out, and I know Fairbanks is kind of one of those places where a lot of people like to leave to go experience the outside and then come back. Most people do come back, but I think it's great to get out and go check things out. My dream is to keep growing the salon and keep growing people and keep influencing everybody around me. This year I'm excited because we're starting a CBD company named Birch, and we hope to be able to help people heal through these products, which I'm really excited to bring to our town. Yeah, not going anywhere, staying around.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll just end it with a little teaser of who we're going to have next week on our show. We're going to have Tina from F&H Fitness. She's going to be talking about a healthy hustle. She is a business owner that has evolved her business from a small place in North Pole to 3 locations, and now virtually. She's got hundreds of people tuning into her daily to do exercises. And I think like right now during this time where we're all locked in our homes, it's so important that we stay connected like what we're doing now and create community. And she's doing a wonderful job on it. So Tina Farringer from F&8 Fitness, we're going to be interviewing her next week. Thanks guys for joining this channel. I really appreciate all you guys and everything that you had to bring.